Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. This time we're looking at Williams' touchdown from 1967. This is an electromechanical brought to you by Tyson. I've never played it before. I think I've played tables similar to it, but this is a first for this particular table here. Now, one of the cool things about this table and tables like it is that you have a football score at the bottom, if you look at the back box, and a pinball score. Sometimes tables would just have a pinball score or just a football score, but here you have two, which is kind of cool because you're playing pinball and you're playing football, right? And so on the back box you have an animation that's gonna, I think the animations will move as you progress and as you go down the field like in actual football. So there's different like switches to do that, to progress your bonus. As you can see in the middle, it says advance 5 yards when lit. So you have other things that say advance on or score 100 when lit. So really nice. If you guys don't know, I'm a huge fan of football. I used to be American football. This may be confusing to my European watchers, so I'm not sure what to call it because I know you guys call football soccer. It gets kind of confusing. I'm just going to call it American football so we don't get confused. But I've always been a fan of American football. I used to watch the NFL, the National Football League, a lot. There's a team near me called the Washington Commanders. They recently, a couple years back, changed their name. They were before known as the Redskins, but they changed their name to the Commanders. But I have not watched the NFL. I used to be really into it, but now I absolutely love college football, college American football. And the reason is because, that's the reason why I went to a school where football was big. And so that's one of the reasons that drew me to going to this school is because it's a football town. And so college football is a lot different than, pro football, I guess you could call it, because, you have a lot of younger players, and you're not, it's not about money because, they're not making what NFL players make at all. So they're playing with spirit, pride, and, that's what I like about it. So here, let's go here. Got the ball in the plunger. See that? Look at the back box. Nice little kick out hole here. Also, you got short stubbed flippers. Oh, whoa. What happened there? So if we look, the further you get down the field on the opposite end, that's where you score a touchdown. So it kind of simulates real football. And see, when lit on the out lanes, you get 3 points. So in American football, a field goal was when you can't score a touchdown. And so if you're in range, you can kick the ball. And if it gets in between the post, you get 3 points. So the middle scores 50 points or 10 times value when lit. So how can we advance to score a touchdown? You have to hit those rollovers. See how the back box? Okay, we're getting closer. We're on like the 1 yard line right now. Okay, so I think we scored a touchdown. Yeah, we definitely scored a touchdown because we got 7 points. No, we got 6 points. Okay, so a touchdown is worth 6 points. So you can see on the score it's 9 points. And after a touchdown in football, you go for a point after, which is like a field goal, but it's really close to the field goal, so it's very easy, and you only get a point. So on the out lanes here on this table, that's where you score the 1 point after touchdown. I will say, to really get the most out of this table, I mean, even if you don't understand football or you have no interest in football whatsoever, I think you can still enjoy this table. But I think to really appreciate this table, I think you just have to know the basics of football, and how it's scored. See, I think I began watching, I can't even remember, I think I was in elementary school. But I remember watching football, and, at first, I didn't really understand, like, the specific rules. I just really liked the idea, basically, of going down the field as a team, either running the ball, holding the ball and running to get to the other end, or passing. And that's all you really need to know about football is you want to get to the other end of the field to score a touchdown. You can do that by running the football, or you can pass it. You can also score field goals. And then as I watched it more, that's when I started learning like the nuances, like penalties, holding, offensive penalties. There's a lot of rules in football. Like in most, I don't know if like, I know there's like, every sport has rules, but I think football is one of them that has a lot of rules. Stuff that you can't do, time management. But I like football, American football, as a theme in pinball. I think it can translate well. I think sports themes in general translate really good. Some more than others. So here we got the point after. Let's go again here. Whoops. I also really like the what do you call those on the slingshots? What do you call those horns? Like bugle horns or something like that? I also like, you see on top of the kick out hole in the middle, there's like a little plastic on top of it. Just like a nice little touch. Because I don't think that plastic really serves any purpose. It does have like, pegs that can affect where the ball goes, but I think it's more of like an aesthetic kind of thing. Actually, I think that's what they were trying to do, because the way that the playfield looks, I think that's supposed to look like a field goal, like a, you know what I mean, field post. But I'm not really sure why the pop bumper caps have like a science, what do you call that thing? Like a electron or whatever. It just kind of throwing me off. It looks like a science like bumper cap. Not sure why they went with that. But being that this table was made in 1967, the sport of American football has changed a lot. I mean, the padding, the uniforms, the padding definitely changed. Helmets. I think back then, when I'm looking at this playfield, this might be based on the rivals of Harvard and Yale, but I could be wrong. But back in the day, Harvard and Yale, they still play football, but I think they were like the big rivalry back in the day. Now they're not so big. Now you have other football teams. I don't know. The football landscape has grown, so you have teams like Texas, Georgia, Alabama. A lot of Michigan. In the States, a lot of southern schools, they're part of the Southeastern Conference, are really big in football. But yeah, if you guys didn't know, I am a huge fan of. I am a huge fan of football, so American football. It's funny because I've never played American football. I played soccer or football, which I enjoyed playing. I think soccer is a great sport to play. Watching, I haven't watched a lot of soccer. I think the last time I watched soccer was like the 2010 World Cup. And I think the U.S. went pretty far. I think we lost to, I can't even remember. We lost to someone, but it was fun. I think sports in general are great pastime. And I would love to watch more soccer. I'd love to watch, I'd like to understand baseball more. What else? Other sports I watch? Basketball is something I want to get into more. I'm going to start watching more college basketball. Basketball for me, it's like a really fast back and forth, whereas football, there's a lot of breaks. It's a little slower, time to set up the plays, but basketball is more back and forth. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Tyson, for this update and mod. I'm going to be making a Pinball and a Movie episode on the Addams Family coming up, so stay tuned for that, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, catch you guys later. Take care.